Everybody. I know I said it would be like another 7 minutes before we were live, but I wanted to make sure this worked. So here we are. And we are expecting some of our friends soon. Let me just see for sure. Nice. Let me just see if I remember exactly who's on there. Yay! Hi, Tom Hebel. So great to see you. Can you hear me?
I have you on mute so we don't hear. I'll do it real quick. Yep. You sound good.
Awesome. And like I said, I'm looking forward to, we told people 4:45, so I'm really not surprised that not everybody's here yet. And so this is my gorgeous kitchen. And you probably have noticed I do a lot of posts from here. I actually have a desk and an office, well, kind of an office. And this is just prettier. So a lot of times I am from here or whatever. And thank you, Tom, for being on. Do you have a question? Good. Thank you for asking. Episode 4 goes live tomorrow. And this is, I think, episode 4 is, I think, the longest episode of the whole series of season 1. So, those of you who gently complained about episode 3 being super short, there you go. You got a nice long one. It might be... Yes, that is a fern behind me. I have, there's a fern and there's actually an old bird cage here. And there might actually be a mysterious chirp, so to speak, in this bird cage. Let me see if I can pick it up carefully. Little Victorian bird cage here with only pretend birds in it. Hey, how are you? So good to see you. Do I make masks? Yes, I do make masks. Hey, JB Creepypasta. So great to see you. I'm a big fan of yours, by the way. So I love that you're here. Means a lot, actually. So, so I was just saying, episode 4 goes live tomorrow and is almost twice the length of episode 3, but episode 3 was only 16 minutes, so still not that big of a deal. JP Creepypasta, do you have a question that I can answer while I'm waiting for the rest of the peeps to show up? Yeah, no? Alright, that's cool. Anything you want to ask, just type it in the chat. Just type it in the chat and then type I'll answer it. Someone just sent me a message and I'm not sure who it was. Okay. So can I tell you, you know what? Now that it's just the Hey, Susan Cooper, how are you? Are you going to request to join or shall I just add you? Is there anything I can't do? And you love the chirp. I'm so glad you love the chirp. Yes, there are a lot of things that I can't do. One of the things I truly suck at is filling out forms, as a matter of fact. And we're about to welcome the brilliant Susan Cooper, who plays Fred. Ooh, Are We There Yet movie also asked to join. There's Susan Cooper.
Hello.
Yeah. So JB Creepypasta and Tom Hebel. This is Susan Cooper, who plays Fred, who actually has a lot to say in episode 4. Ooh, you
Yeah.
got
Yeah, I do. I get real pissed off.
It's super fun. I love that about you. I suspect other people will be joining us, but so far it's just a tiny group of fans. It's not even 4:45 yet, so we have 3 watchers.
Cool.
Um, but one of them says how much he loves the chirp.
Awesome. I'm glad.
Me too. In addition to being a brilliant voiceover artist, Susan Cooper's also creating a rom-com podcast. So,
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm currently writing it and talking to different audio engineers about the actual production of it, but hopefully I'll be able to start production here in a couple months. It'll be like a narrative rom-com, you know, audio drama, but not drama, comedy.
AudioCom.
Yeah, audio com, narrative audio rom.
But there's got to be some drama. Hey,
Yeah.
Mark Cashman, great to see you. So right now we've just started, and there's myself, the creator, Holly Adams, the creator of the Mysterious Chirp, and Susan Cooper, brilliant voice actor who plays Fred, the indomitable Fred, and who in episode 4 has a lot to say. Um, so you were just telling us about your upcoming rom-com. Susan, so you want to finish off that thought?
Oh, yeah. Just I'm currently writing it. It'll be like an 8 episode series. And I've got to write the last 2 episodes. I've started the seventh of 8, and just trying to get the scripts finished this month, and then start production this summer.
Nice. Are you using any improv?
Oh, I'm sure there will be some, but it's maybe not as much as we've used in the chirp. It'll be more. I mean, of course, there'll be just natural improv that will happen as we're recording. I'm sure, but it'll be less improv than we had on the chirp.
Yeah, there are some scenes that were almost no improv, and some scenes that are almost entirely like the group scenes mostly.
Yeah.
And I want to say how great it has been to have the opportunity to work with you and
Oh,
your the
too.
joy you bring.
Yes, I had such a good time with you at VO Atlanta, which we always have a good time together every year there. But it's been really good to be able to work together too.
Yeah, totally.
Of
And I'm so glad that you're willing to revive Fred for season 2.
course, how could I not?
Hey, Julianne. Oh, Julian Irons, who stars as DCI Ophelia Bridges, who's doing the interrogation and trying to solve the mystery and the murders, just joined. If you send me an invite, I can. Oh, yep, there you are. Yay! Um, Her first episode is. Oh, I thought I said yes. Let me make sure I did. Let me try again.
I'm here.
There
I'm
we go.
here.
Yay!
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
So, I was just saying, your first episode is the one that drops tomorrow. And
Yeah.
it's so exciting because it goes from like, dorky dork, and then, oh, crimes, murder, and then dun dun dun, in comes the intergalactic police force. Ooh, we
Woohoo!
have a whole bunch of people that just joined. So, welcome, Sleepless in Studio City, and
Oh, hi,
Bobby Poirier, and Matumbatu, and Are We There Yet? And Mark Cashman, and
Mama.
Tom Hebel, and JB Creepypasta.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So Susan Cooper plays Fred, and Julian Irons plays DCI Ophelia Bridges.
Yeah.
So, do either of you like to talk about your characters?
You go. I talked a little bit already, so now that you joined us, you go first.
So my character is actually based on like real life superheroes.
Thank you, Mark Cashman.
I got I was working with detectives on something, and they helped me out with something. And so the lady detective, her name was Ophelia, and then the male detective, his last name was Bridges. So I just smashed them together because they were like, they're so good. They're such good people, you know. And my dream role is really to be on a sci-fi, to be a detective on like a sci-fi TV show. Like that's what I would love to do because I feel like it's so much fun. So this is really I had a blast.
So we're so close. We're so close to
So
that.
close.
I cannot wait for people to listen. And Fred is the one that actually tells off Skip Tanner in, I think it's the first interrogation scene in episode 4, which drops tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm tired of his crap, man. I'm not gonna let him get away with it anymore.
Yeah, the episodes are so much fun. Like, I'm really, as I'm like listening to them, I'm so impressed with just the artistry of it. They're really, really good. I'm so excited. So excited to hear what these next episodes. I was gonna say see because like I feel like I can see the action happening as I'm listening to them. So yeah, I'm really excited about like the next ones coming out.
Yeah, me too. I
I'm
really
so glad.
the sound design. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I've loved the sound design. I wonder, Holly, have you talked about? I know I've seen posts about the sound design team, but have you talked about any of the that process on the lives?
I haven't actually. And I want to say hi, Carmen. And Carmen is going to be joining us you can join us now if you'd like. Carmen plays Chief Mate Weathers McQueen on the show. And I've noticed that Andrew Joseph Pettis, who plays the annoying Skip Danner, I think secretly everybody wishes it's Skip that gets murdered, but alas, that isn't what happens. I'm gonna give everybody just a FYI, a sneak ahead for next season. Skip Tanner does come back, but he has to work for Fred.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hi,
So I'll
Lala.
just yay, yay. Do you want to say anything else, either of you, before I talk a little bit about Post? As I don't want to take your time. Y'all
No,
are the
go
famous
ahead
people.
about
No, I
post.
want to hear. I want to hear about posts.
Cool. Hi, Kim, Two Stories. So anybody who's joined us, please, you can type a question into the chat and we will answer. Oh, sure. So basically, one of my goals was in creating this to kind of just have an increased happiness. And so I asked the performers, like these two brilliant human beings, I was like, who would you like to be? And you were just talking about that, Julianne. Like, who is fun for you to play? Who do you wish that you were? And along those lines, I also was thinking to myself, what choices can I make for everything? But since we're talking about post production, that will have the most positive impact. Sidebar: for about 8 years, I'm the remotely um, artistic consultant with Christopher Plummer, who is the head of the sound design department at Michigan Tech University. And I've been like the associate artistic person for one of the classes, which is sound designing audio drama. And so I kind of help co-teach that. And I was like, one of our goals is to have people to work towards being employable upon graduation. I was like, that it would be great if they could work on a real project. So I had that thought. And then I was like, wait a minute. Stop the magic. What if we had a lab? What if
Oh.
it was invite only? So it was like the cream of the crop, and they were getting school credit. They get IMDb credit. It's a SAG-AFTRA project, and Emmy, if you've been listening, you've heard there's a PSA for Michigan Tech, so that's also something that they get. And I donate my time, and Christopher Plummer and I co-teach this lab, and they have created this world. So they all have exact jobs that they would want to do. And if anybody is looking to employ some real brilliant, they have learned so much, and it's been so exciting. Like it's been like nearly vertical, not just in terms of how do you make stuff happen, but in terms of what is a workflow, how do we work together on this, how do we do this. So they're amazing. I can't say enough good things.
It's so cool. It's so good. I love that. And I also love your ads, like, because they feel like home. Like the Michigan, I'm like, oh yeah, like this feels so local. You know what I mean? It feels good. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like we're
and
so
our other thing is we want to so if people go on Patreon, they can listen to the ad-free version because you're going to have ads on Spotify, but there's still those
yeah.
PSAs, one for MTU
Yeah.
and then one for the nonprofit of the month. So we
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
donate some funds or donate time, and I post about the nonprofit, and also in the MailChimp, it talks about the nonprofit of the month. So that was
Those are
another.
really, really good. Yeah. I'm starting my own podcast right now with my sisters, and that I was like inspired by that, like the nonprofit angle. So now I'm like looking for nonprofits that I want to help promote. Because like that's really good. Like that's I love that. I love that you do that.
Like
Have you heard? Sorry, I was just gonna say, have you heard of the nonprofit podcast? No, it's nonprofit Shopcast. For
Hmm.
some reason, I have a friend who makes a podcast about nonprofits, and its name just escaped me. Not nonprofit. Hold on. Off topic. I'll message you.
thank you. And
Snapcast. That's
if
the one.
anybody in the cast, everybody's always invited to suggest a nonprofit for an upcoming episode. We have one for episode 5, but episode 6 is still open. So, and
So
thank you, Carmen. She was like, she loves that we put the PSAs in between the scenes, so it
yeah,
doesn't like cut the moment in half.
yeah, absolutely.
Does anybody have a question for our brilliant performers? Check out the nonprofits.
I
None.
mistyped it. I'm correcting it. It's not Snapchat. That's it. Auto corrected to Snapchat. It's Snapcast.
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 Thank you.
Got it. Well, if no one's going to ask anything, you two can just wax poetic for a moment.
Snapcast. So, Holly, what is your like? I'm sure you've talked about this on other lives, but in the last few minutes that I have here, like, what is your favorite part about doing this project?
I think I have two favorite parts. One
Mhm.
is I love like the maybe fifth time I go back to the script to try to like make it all fit together and bury Easter eggs in it, and I love that moment where it's finally solidified and I can put like frosting on it, and so I
Mm.
start to giggle because I'm like, oh, this needs to go here, and this is what they need to say, and I just start to laugh my butt off because I'm like, oh, I can totally hear so and so saying this, and oh, what if this was this, and what if this was a number, but it was like because we had to have the number of the smuggling ship, and it was the Millennium Falcon number, and someone will
Yeah.
notice.
So there's a very specific audience that will think this is hilarious.
Exactly. Or I'll be like, oh, this is a fun comedy reference, or this is a fun sci-fi reference. Hopefully someone will get. But my other favorite thing is working with you all. That's my favorite. I love it. I just love it so much. Especially
Yeah.
because you all make it your own, which was, even when I write stuff, I'm like, please make this yours, because I'm not an, I mean, like, I'm an actor. I love actors, and everybody knows their character better than I do. So I feel like I set up guideposts. But if you're like, my character would so not say that this way, great. And it's just so much fun being surrounded by brilliant geniuses.
Mm. Right back at you, sister.
Yeah.
Right back at because I'm really impressed with your work. It's really good.
Oh, well,
Genius.
I'm going to hide in my Mandalorian shirt. Oh, Carmen says, how do you think it has been working in the manner in which we work, separate yet all together? You know, the very first scene that we did, the giant pub scene in episode 1, it was terrific, I thought, that we could mostly hear each other just to get a sense. But since then, it's either been individually or in groups of 2 or 3. Um, and I feel like it goes best when it's groups of 2 or 3 because then everybody has somebody to work off. But everyone's schedule is, there's a cast of 20, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
always work out.
Hmm.
Hi, John Gardner Vio. He's a fan of ours, by the way.
Yeah.
Hi.
Everyone should be.
Everyone should be a fan. So, how about you two? What are your favorites? Oh, what are your favorite things about your character or the scenes you've worked on? Or
Um, I've enjoyed with my character. I've enjoyed kind of the first episodes, just being kind of nervous and anxious and just trying to do a good job, but not really knowing, and there's just a lot of pressure and it's scary, and then just everything just goes to hell, and I'm like, this is not my fault, and this is Skip's fault, and he made everything terrible, and I'm just sick of it. And I enjoyed that arc of like starting really kind of meek and just stressed and just being just done with it.
That's cool. I like coming in and saving the day.
Yeah.
I
you're
like coming in and
toasted.
getting the bad guy. You know what I mean? Solving the crime.
Solving
Yeah.
solving the crimes
The
too.
crimes. Yes, my sisters call me MacGyver because I really enjoy. It lights my brain up to like figure things out and to like solve things. So I think that's why I love playing detective so much because it lights up my acting beast, but it also lights up my like brain. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just really fun.
Yay! Oh, look, we have even more folks on. For those of you who have just joined, we have the divine Susan Cooper and the divine Julian Irons, who play Fred, and DCI Ophelia Bridges, uh, in the order I said their names, respectively. I speak for a living. um, and we only have them for a couple more minutes. DCI Bridges makes their first appearance in episode 4, which launches tomorrow. And
Yay!
Julian Irons is a genius.
You're a genius.
Bunch of geniuses up in here.
My dad used to call the one he used to call my sisters and I beautiful geniuses.
Oh, that's so
Beautiful,
sweet.
yeah.
I would be
So,
hearting that if I could. Heart, heart, heart. I would
I
never.
know it's two, and I want to make room for the others. So I will bid my adieu. I'm so
Yep.
weird. You guys are amazing, and I'm so excited for tomorrow. I will be listening in, and congratulations.
Congratulations and thank you. And I am hoping that we see DCI Bridges in season 2, but you don't have to tell me yes or no right now. Just laying it out there.
It's
Yes,
not even a question.
I love that. That's so great.
Let's do
I'm
it.
so exciting. I thought that's what you had said, and I was like, I don't have it written down, therefore it doesn't exist.
Y'all, let's play. I want to play as much as I can. I love it so much. Lights me up.
You're
Yeah.
fabulous.
Thank you. You're
Well,
fabulous.
thank you both so much.
Thank you for
Thank
having
And
me.
you. Thanks for having me. Bye, everyone. You guys are amazing. Mwah!
Bye, bye, Juliet.
Bye.
Weeps, tears of joy. Weeps, tears of joy. And then I don't remember who's on next. You might have to hang out with me. Oh, it's just me right now. Hopefully some of the cast is going to appear any second, and I can add them. So while we're waiting for another cast member, you know what? Andrew, you're here, right? If you're still here, Carmen, can you ask to be put on? And I can put you on even though. Carmen Wilson plays Chief Mate Weathers McQueen. We had a lot of fun coming up with that name. And I believe Andrew Joseph Perez is still on. And he plays the quite annoying Skip Tanner. Yay. Yay. Hi, Andrew. You're about to appear like magic, except for it didn't work. Try again. Try again. Yay.
Yeah, that's me.
Hi.
I'm here to annoy you.
Yay. So, one of the things I like about the arc up until now is the suavite that Skip has tried to maintain that begins to crumble at the end of episode 2, but not until the very end.
Yeah.
And then in episode 3, he's got his confidence back because it's everybody else's problem.
Yeah.
And then episode 4, he brings that to the interrogation room.
Okay.
And it just
I'm
doesn't
so
get
excited
well.
to hear. I'm so excited to hear how the interrogation is like compiled together because it was so much fun to just be an asshole and just like I mean he's such a dick and it's fun to play the Iron Man. It's fun to play the absolute jerk.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked to hear how that scene ends up coming out.
Oh, it's great because episode 4 is nearly double the length of episode 3.
Dang.
John Gardner, because he was like, I love this, except for the episodes are too short. Yeah, episode 4 is like 30 minutes. Okay. There are 4 scenes, 2 of which are interrogation scenes, and I'm going to say it, 2 of which are Scoobies. Hi, Stephanie Johnson. So if you can request to join, and Carmen, for some reason you can't request to join from your computer, only your phone. So I just tried to invite you directly, and I can't. Oh, there you are. Now I can. Yay!
If I need to bounce off too, I know my slot isn't until 10 minutes from now.
I just invited Carmen. Carmen, except for now I can't see your face.
There's a really nice app logo that's like in a nice book.
Oh, nice desk. Yeah,
Hold
very nice
on.
desk.
Here I am.
Yay.
Yay.
One of
Can
the
you see
things,
me now? Well, I can
yes,
see you, but I can't see you.
I'm gonna, Carmen Wilson plays the indomitable Chief Mate Weathers McQueen, after 2 of my favorite action heroes. And Andrew Joseph Bettis plays we wish he was indomitable. Skip Tanner. Pew pew. Yeah, you know what? Skip Pew Pew Tanner. That's actually his official title. Oh, excellent. And
The
we have
walking
room,
embodiment of finger guns.
right? And here comes Stephanie Johnson, who plays Xavier Schledhammer, the incredible, one of the 2 incredible pub tenders. And our pub on the ship, that's the only place there is to eat. And I tried to admit you, Stephanie. Let me try again. I can have a total of 3 people in addition to myself.
Do you want me to bounce? I know I'm.
The minute that Sonia invites herself on, I will bounce you, Andrew, and we'll just have to talk to you again in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to try Stephanie again.
That's me. That's me.
Oh, you know what? It's not letting me. You might try bouncing yourself there,
Yep.
Andrew.
I will see you anon.
I see you. Anon. All right, Stephanie, now I'm going to try you one more time. It should let you. You should be. Oh, it says you're unable to join. That was the problem. I don't know why. It says you can't. I have no idea why. Are you on a computer or instead of a cell phone? Sonia, the minute that you request to join, we can add you. Oh, there we go. Let me try again. There's Sonia.
Yay.
Sonia Simmons plays our Sammy Love. There she is. Whoops. And your sideways
Hello.
friend. Oh, there you are. She plays
Hi.
our Sammy Love, kind of the head of the Scoobies, as it were. So we have the official people, and then we have the Scoobies. And poor Carmen, as Chief
Look
Mate
at you,
McQueen,
Carmen,
kind of
in your
has to.
shirt.
Oh yeah,
I thought I'd
I love
represent
it.
today. That's right. I'm
Oh, and it's got your
representing.
name on it.
Yes, it
Fantastic.
does. Yes. Weathers McQueen.
Love
So
it.
I do
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna let you two talk. So why don't
Oh,
you
no.
introduce your characters or say something about the arc of your character or yay!
You go,
Yes,
Carmen. You go,
Stephanie.
Mr.
Carmen. I'm gonna.
Sledgehammer.
Everybody knows me already. I want to hear you, Carmen.
Oh, wow. Thanks. Put me on the spot. Why don't you? Okay, let's see. What do I say about my character? Weathers McQueen is the chief mate of the station, and I don't know if I should tell something that's coming up. Um, I
Sure.
feel that she's very kind of straight laced, military type,
Military type.
Uh-oh.
something kind of secretive, kind of chill, kind of laid back, kind of not like always wanting to be in charge. But I love the character because I think that we can develop it and just do some crazy and wild things that you don't want to expect. I've been talking to Holly about how to twist it a little bit. So we'll see what
I'm sorry,
happens.
I want to make something perfectly clear. Carmen, you play a character that wants to be in charge.
Is
Holy
that in
Jiminy
keeping with who
Crickets.
I am?
I love it. I love it. Isn't that
You
cool?
know,
I
You know
think
I
that's
my
love
the coolest
background.
thing is that Holly let us create our own characters. I
hmm
think that
That's true.
is such a rare opportunity, right?
Right. So true. And I love the fact I was able to pick my own name. I mean, she threw some ideas at me, and I
Yeah.
was like, hey, let's take this part here and this part here and put them together. Will that work? And she was like, sure. So, yeah, that's how I became Weathers McQueen.
After the
So,
incredible Carl Weathers, all hail.
hmm
So sorry
Okay,
he's not with
okay,
us.
okay.
And
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 Steve
Steve
McQueen.
McQueen.
McQueen, all hail.
All
Yes.
I
hail.
love it.
So, to pay homage to both, I put them together, and here we are.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Speaking of adventures and shenanigans that Chief Mate Weathers McQueen might get into, some
Mm.
fans have asked me about if season 2 doesn't come out until January of next year, which is how our post production has to work, can there be between the seasons? So I am setting up a between the seasons. So each between the seasons will
Mm.
be
Cool.
just one episode, start to finish, of kind of a side story for a character, and the other person in it
Love
may or may
it.
not be in season 2 or season 1. It might be, so they're basically just having a private adventure, and it's just in one thing, and it'll have less post production because it's just like it's, you know what I mean? I'm just going to be doing it like down and dirty, as they say.
Wow.
But we will be doing between the seasons episodes that are these little spin-offs. And my secret hope is that there's one with Chief Mate Weathers McQueen on like a gorgeous beach somewhere, and they have a
Yes.
and they
Is
have an adventure.
Yes.
okay,
Ooh.
okay,
Yes.
and
Got to be a cabana boy
maybe
in there too. Yes.
what did
We'll
you say?
talk.
Cabana
I
boy?
said, yeah, got to have a cabana boy somewhere on the beach. Come
I
on
mean,
now.
yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Well, Carmen was saying to me, "What if this and this and this happened?" And I was like, "This could happen, but this other part, I'm not sure if it'll fit with what we have so far." But then I was like, "Oh, we can solve all of that. We can have our cake and eat it too
It's true.
by
Yes.
having part of that be in the between the seasons, and then the other part that does work be in season 2. The complications of
Yes.
what happens on the beach in season 2."
I feel like
I
we
Mm.
love that
are
Jessica is
so along for
hashtagging.
this ride, don't you? Like the way
Oh,
Holly's
yeah.
mind is putting all of our ideas together, and it's
She's
like
amazing. It's
she is
absolutely
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that she actually is writing this and,
Yeah.
allowing us to help her write it. It's just, I told her earlier, this is an amazing project, and I just feel so honored to be a part of it. It's just
Yeah.
kind of crazy, if you ask me, but yay! I'm loving it, having a
I
blast with
know.
it.
It's fun. It's fun.
I
Yeah.
think that's the beauty of doing audio dramas and having somebody like a true actor like Holly understand that the characters that we create can
Hmm.
provide more and more fodder for her to write,
Yep.
just in conversation. Like we were talking at
Exactly.
VO
So,
Atlanta Hall, and she said, "Oh my God, send me that idea because I'm never going to remember it." So, you know, so I mean, that's the fun of it. That's,
it is.
the of having somebody like Holly kind of lead the helm there. You know,
That's the key.
Absolutely.
You have to have somebody like Holly, like you said.
yeah,
Has to be somebody like her. Yeah.
There is
Someone who's
nobody
open.
like
So.
Holly. You just have to have
so
Holly.
true.
Okay,
That's
enough.
Really,
true.
I have to say,
I've been looking.
I have to say, I love getting your characters in trouble. Like, there's a moment in episode 4 that I think is the funniest moment in episode 4 that involves Savia Schledhammer. It's scene
oh,
3.
oh my goodness, always fun,
Oh,
always
by
fun.
the way, Andrew Joseph Pettis, who plays our Skip Tanner, put in the comments, Skip Cabana Boy Tanner. So,
Oh,
Yes.
go for it.
Okay. We can make that work.
and if you're like dying to know how to get an awesome shirt like the one that Carmen has, we do have merch, and you can find it. You
Yeah.
can click the merch button on our website, and sometimes there's like deals, and it just pops up automatically. I don't have control over that, but you can also customize. That's why it says Weathers McQueen on it, and nice shorts. And that is one of the ways that it helps us compensate the actors. Like we are Patreon fans, our
Yeah.
sponsors, and our merch go directly into the paychecks for the actors. That's where that goes. So if you're like dying to help out, bless you.
And it's great merch.
It
Really
is.
good stuff.
It is.
I have a sweatshirt that's just amazingly comfortable. Yeah.
I got
So go
sweatshirt.
for it.
Well, and I think the best thing is when you're wearing it about and people go, "Mysterious chirp, I don't get it."
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, let me tell you about that.
Hmm.
So, how about you all tell something about your character that you want to share for episode 4? We have another moment. Oh, and Jessica Cooney, who plays Raven, is on. She says the clothes are cool and she loves her hoodie.
Yes.
Yeah, I really need one with Sammy Love's name on it. I'm jealous of y'all that have ordered. I didn't know we could do that. I ordered a T-shirt and it doesn't have my name on it.
Oh well.
Oh my gosh. You have to look for the customize button.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Look for the customize button. I didn't know how to do it. Jessica showed me how to do it at Mavo. So don't
Oh,
feel
okay.
bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, but look, once she showed me, it was like, uh-oh, can you bar the
Yep.
door? Because I've got like 3 shirts. But
That's
Because I
I
awesome.
love
love
them.
my name. Sammy Love is like so me. Like,
It's so cool. And everybody would ask you, Sammy Love, what is that? Who is that?
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Sammy Love. I think that's awesome.
Hey,
So,
Holly,
yeah,
have you talked about the collaboration um, with the school already? Have you
I
gone through
did.
that? Okay. I
I
just
did.
wanted to make sure because that right there is an important thing. And you guys know that I'm also an education advocate and run the education foundation for our public schools. And being able to show our kids what true
Mm.
creativity is and what teamwork does and
Oh, yeah.
collaboration is it is a pretty critical lesson in their lives, and I know that Holly has talked to me about how wonderful the collaboration has been. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew about that and understood what it was.
The other thing I want to add that I didn't say is that the it's really hard to create a world,
Mm.
and they've been so invested in it. And the other thing I want to say is the sound design world is really male dominated, and
Oh,
Mm.
the
okay.
majority of the
Wow.
people who are on the team, on the sound design team, are non-male presenting.
Oh,
So
Wow,
that's
okay.
pretty exciting.
that
Yeah.
That's
is.
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. So
That's
we're
really good.
so and giving them this sort of more a higher
Right.
profile opportunity than they'll have otherwise.
Mhm.
And like I
That's
said, it's a SAG
good.
after project. They're on IMDb one. Okay, got it. And then but
Break down those barriers, Holly. Go ahead, honey.
and there and people who listen who like the post production can be like, wow, who is that? And it says it in like the
Mm.
YouTube explainer thingy, and then it should like if you open it all the way up, they're listed. So
Mhm.
Cool.
So interestingly enough, and I actually brought up Mysterious Chirp to we we here in Stafford County Public Schools have partnered with the University of Mary Washington to create a technology institute, and it
Oh,
serves like our entire region. It's not just Stafford County, it's Stafford and Caroline and King George and Spotsy. So all these counties come together and all these kids are able to come into this institute. And she was talking to me about how many kids were interested in art and sound
wow.
and music. And I was like,
Wow.
I happen to know this wonderful woman who is doing this kind of project. So there will be a time because the institute just opened this past fall and they're rolling into their second year, so there'll be an additional cohort. But when the first
Awesome.
cohort hits their junior year, um, then they can start working in the maker room, in the sound design room, and they want to put a whole sound, like a booth and a sound design, everything. So,
Wow.
yeah, so I kind of wanted to bring that to your attention. It is important work for our kids to see and hear and learn. So, you know
yay.
me, I can't help but get the education thing in there, Hall.
So I gotta bring in. I have to bring in.
Uh,
Uh,
Well, I'll
Andrew
log off.
Joseph Perez. And but can you three say something about your characters before I kick one of you out?
Yeah.
I did. I started the show off.
This is true. You
Carmen
did.
did. So Sammy Love is probably on the autism spectrum. She's very detail oriented, and she's once she gets her brain focused on this problem, wanting to solve the problem, then she's the one who is just, looking at all the numbers and, oh, but that doesn't match right, and she's going to stick to it and she's going to solve the problem.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I've been
I
calling
love that.
the amateur detectives the Scoobies, and then of course there's the official detectives. We had a chance to talk with Julian Irons earlier, whose first episode is the one that appears tomorrow. And she is the intergalactic police force detective chief inspector Ophelia Bridges, and she her sidekick, so to speak, is played by Cindy Kay, who could not be with us today, who plays Sergeant Borsha. Her name's much longer, but she shortens it to Borsha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And how about you, Xavier Schledhammer?
Well, Xavier is like the quintessential like pub owner, and because we also own a brewery, I know that there are those people that own those kind of places who are just want to provide everybody with a comfortable, happy place to be.
Mm.
And have like that it's where it's like Cheers. It's where everybody knows your name,
Mm.
kind of thing. So I think that that's her ability to make everybody feel comfortable and know everybody's name, know what they need, and make them happy. I think that's like the quintessential Xavier kind of thing.
Right.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. All right, my darlings, I have to
Well,
kick one of you off so I can add Andrew Joseph Perez as the person we wish was murdered, but isn't.
With that, I
okay.
will sign out. Go ahead and kick me off, Holly. I can't figure out how to log off myself. Do I
Okay.
just do this X?
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
Holly
Yes.
doesn't know how to
I'm
kick you
doing
off
too
either.
many things at once. Oh, she managed it. Yay!
Oh,
All
okay.
right, now I can add Andrew Joseph Perez back into this mix. And it didn't take. I'll do it again. Except I have no idea why it
Mm.
doesn't like it the first time. It just is so
There he
weird.
is.
Hey,
Yay!
friends. Oh, wait a
There he
second. I
is.
have to say hi to my friend Brandy, who actually lives next door to me. Hey, Bran.
Hi, Bran.
She's watching right now.
Nice. Oh, you could say hi
Okay.
to whoever you want.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Ariel.
Hey, Everett. Hey, Leilani.
Oh, my
That's just,
goodness. My little Alex is watching as well. Hi, Alex. This is insane. How is this happening?
well, I send invitations to people too.
Did you?
We live in the
I
city.
do.
Nice.
I'm Dan. I'm
Great.
Dan. I'm not
For
on live
everybody's
often.
edification of the new people that are now watching, Holly, can you tell them where to find the mysterious chirp?
You can find the Mysterious Chirp podcast on YouTube or on our website or on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pocket Cast,
Ooh,
pretty much everything.
Lordy, that it's
Someone
everywhere.
Dang, we're everywhere.
Someone was asking me about another one that Outcast, Overcast, something like that, and I haven't linked Libsyn to that yet, but I will put it there. I will put them there. But pretty much
Yay.
anywhere that you listen. And if there's a place it isn't, and
So
you're
go
like,
listen.
reach out to me. You can be like, I really need it to be on this one. I'll be like, I can do that.
I can do that because you're the magic
Yes.
maker
She's
woman.
got the
Yes.
power.
Whoa, let's get down.
So, one of the things that I think is super interesting about episode 4, which again drops tomorrow, is that the three of you actually don't have a lot of interaction with each other in episodes 1 through 3.
Mhm.
But
Nope.
then in episode 4, there's a lot more crossover because the fallout from the murder in episode 3 basically just throws all the house of cards into the air, and everybody is interacting with other people and having to deal with other things. So that's pretty
Mhm.
fun, even though I don't think we had the three of you together ever in a recording session.
Mm-mm.
No, not
I
yet.
feel maybe once, but yeah, I don't remember.
Nope.
I think it.
You guys had the first recording session. I was on a plane, so
Oh,
I
That's
that's
couldn't make
right.
right.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Stephanie and Andrew were both there for the pub record.
Hmm.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
yeah.
I did
Which
my
was
Wallace
which was
after.
very funny. That whole recording session was hysterical. Just listening to the stories that he
Mm.
was telling, I'm like my mouth was hanging open. I could barely say anything.
Holly let all of us off the leash,
Yes, she did. Yes, she
Yes, yes, she
and we went
did.
okie dokie.
Are you sure?
did.
I have to say that it's gotten to the point where, for Andrew, who plays Skip Tanner, that I'll write some lines, but then if I know I want him to make up some of his usual genius stuff before that, I'll just write blustery, blessed, or sputter language improv stupidness or something like that, and he's just like.
At some point, I'm gonna legitimately just get to that point in the script and go blustery blessedness.
Well, I mean, it'll fit because of the way we swear. So, it works.
One of your brilliant additions in episode 4, Andrew, in a place where I wrote "make stuff up now" next to a line, because like your lines were always there, but there's like I'm like make something up about this. Um,
Yeah,
it's you are mocking another character. Um, Actually, it's Fred. You're mocking
yeah,
Fred. This is
yeah,
right
yeah.
before Fred cannot take your crap anymore. And you say you're mocking Stanley K, which is the company that it's like Circle K, that
Oh,
Fred works for, and you like more like Bantha Poodoo. Like,
episode
and
1, baby.
Bantha Poodoo. And more like Bantha Poodoo is what Skip Tanner has to say about Fred's work for Stanley K. So it's not that surprising that Fred loses their crap over it.
Loses her bantha poodoo over it.
Loses her Bantha Poodoo over it. Um, that line, I was asking the post production team because every episode has its official name and then its favorite quote, which is the one that goes on the thing. And I was
Bantha
like, what's
Poodoo.
your favorite quote? And they were like, Bantha Poodoo. And I was going to have it be that one. But then I was like, no one in the world will understand why this is the quote. So I had to pick something else. But I
Yeah,
want
but
it
they
in
would
there.
have
It was
listened for it
almost
then.
Bantha Poodoo.
They would
Thank you,
have
post.
listened for it. Hey, listen, Hall, I am so sorry. I got to bounce.
Bye.
Yes,
Love you
for a
guys.
while.
I
Love
have
you
no
too.
idea.
You should be able to X yourself out. Yes. And now I can add
No
in
one knows why.
Sean. What's that, darling?
Don't worry about me.
I
I
can
don't know what
add
I'm doing over
in
here.
Well, now I'm
I can
definitely worried
add
about you.
in Sean and Jessica if they request to be in the live video.
Well, you need one more to go. I'll say goodbye because I've been on for a bit since you can let Jessica in. So, love to you guys. Yes?
So good to see you.
You too. We'll see you on the beach.
That's right. I told them you said skip Cabana Boy Tanner.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. I gotta leave.
All right, let me try one more time to get that to work. Sean, you should be able to. There we are.
Hey.
Oh,
And now I'm going to see if I can get Jessica. Come on. Oh, Jessica did not request. She has to request again. Somebody said goodbye forever. Oh, I made
Goodbye
a prequel
forever.
reference. I did.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Don't be goodbye forever, though. Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing lovely, Holly. How are you doing?
Good. I really enjoyed your post. I think it was for a role playing game thing, and you were talking about the importance of improv. And we were just talking about how, although the lines are scripted, there's places where I'm say, make something up about this or make up a food you order. But I always am like, you make these lines your own, right? You know your characters better than I know your characters. I'm not going to tell you how to say this line. You put your pixie dust on it, whatever, you do you. And what a delight it has been for me and for the audience to hear you geniuses, all y'all geniuses, just like take that ball and run.
Honestly, it's probably the best thing about the Mysterious Chirp is that you give us that leeway to just kind of be ourselves, or really, I guess, to be these characters. And it's like bicycling on the edge of a cliff sometimes, but in a fun way. Like there's death right there. It's right there, but you're not going there. You're going over there, and it's awesome.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm
that is
so
such a good
excited.
way to put it. That is such a good way to put it. That is exactly the feeling.
And luckily it's not live, right? So for some reason it says I don't have a request. I'm going to try inviting you, Jessica. So if it doesn't work out, we just do it again and we do a couple versions or whatever. So we were just talking a little bit about both the next season, things that might come, and also my thing of what we're calling between the seasons, which are little one-off side stories of things that happen to the characters on like their summer break or whatever, or some other thing maybe they go to what is that? What is what is it? Year day? Birth? No. The
Fire
non
Festival.
Christmas the
Yep.
Chewbacca and his family celebrate Life Day. That's it.
Oh my god,
Maybe Skip Tanner goes to Life Day. I don't
You
know.
you have officially out nerded me, Holly.
that was a deep cut. That was a deep cut.
For anybody who's still watching, there are lots of Easter eggs in the whole thing. All kinds of cool stuff.
My
I'll try
cabbages.
inviting you again, Jessica. I invited you, and it says that you should be able to just now join, but it only works if you have if you're on your phone. It doesn't work on a computer. Um, so, Andrew, we need to talk. Ruh-roh.
That's well, I don't know about all of the Wookiee traditions. I listen. It's
No,
hard. It's
that's
hard to
not
keep
me
track.
talking. That's not me talking. That is Ace
No, I
author
know.
Ariel. Oh, okay. I'll try
That's
again, Jessica. Um, I invited you,
Shame,
and
shame on my cow. Shame, dishonor on my cow.
there we go. So, so far, the only one that I have planned is one that happens to Chief Mate Weathers McQueen. But any of the cast that wants to have
So
an
good with you.
episode, just one episode, be a full little side story. It won't be quite as produced. It'll just be a little flash in the pan, but it could be whatever. Something that happens on the sidelines. It could be wistful. It could be beautiful. It could be dishonor on your bantha. It could be anything you want. It could be love, soft as an easy chair. But I'm going to give everybody who's still with us a sneak preview about something that's going to happen in season 2 that I haven't said yet, which is Sean gets to do some Shakespeare.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
Baby shakes.
Oh, this is your
Oh
fault,
Lord,
sir. This is
this is
your
what
fault.
this is what I
What you
get.
did, bro.
What did I do? Well, what had happened was one day we were just kind of relaxing and just chilling and stuff, and I happened to bust out a monologue that I remember from my Shakespearean days of theatrical performances.
Uh-huh.
And for whatever reason, Holly liked that. And now she's got this strange idea in her mind that we need to do some Shakespearean shenanigans stuff. So,
It's going to happen. It is going to happen. Because I was like, why can't the circus do a circus version of Shakespeare? And maybe it'll be like,
Hot.
yes, that's exactly what I was
yeah,
thinking.
what like the yonder window breaks?
Hot.
'Tis the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Oh, yes, dude.
I was thinking, do any
Don't
of you
stop,
know?
Daddy.
It's like one of my favorite farces. It's Moon Over Buffalo, um, where so that middle bit where part of the cast is doing Cyrano de Bergerac, and the
Yep.
other part of the cast is doing Private Lives, and they're like, and I was like, huh. What if it was As You Like It and Macbeth or something like that? Like by accident. What
I'm
if you
in.
were rehearsing both of those things and then that was the thing that happened? And
That
FYI, the fantastic J.G. Hertzler, who plays our ambassador Martok, is also a Shakespearean actor. So I'm like, oh, this
oh
is going to
man,
be fun. This is going to be a
oh,
blast.
Ooh.
gonna be so much steam chewing
To
happening.
farce or not to farce? That ain't even a question.
This is going to be
Mm.
delish. And we can have Skip Tanner stumble through drunkenly.
Hey, Yorick, what the fuck's wrong with your jaw?
Uh, oh, I wish. So, can you? I'm still trying to get Jessica to be able to join. I continue to cancel and then reinvite, but why don't you two take a second to chat about your characters? Great, we still have time.
Go for it, dude.
Oh God, my character is a character. He's he's Jacelyn Mox, and Jacelyn is pan everything. Like whatever other thing you want to slap behind the word pan, that's what Jacelyn is, and he embodies every aspect of that whenever he does things because he's, I guess to use D&D terminology, he's chaotic good. He's he's basically a good person. He just marches to the beat of his own complete marching band. Never mind the drum, and does whatever he wants to do. So I don't know. He's very flighty and fanciful and over the top and egregious and just completely out there. But I love playing him because it is a little bit different for me. Not that different, just a little bit different from me. And it's a lot of fun to just think about like what kind of outrageous things can I say in this character? Like what kind of nonsense can I pull out and just drop down on the ground in a steaming pile and go, yep, I done did that.
Jessica says it's a fabulous marching band. She's keep trying to join us, and I'm trying to get her to be able to join us. But Jessica Cooney plays our brilliant Raven, the ship's intelligence system, basically the AI who is sultry as you know what, and also one of the things I hate is somehow in many sci-fi that take place in outer space, the only Earth language that survives is English, and I'm like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And so Raven sometimes goes off in Spanish, and we'll have little sections in Spanish, and have invited everybody else to throw in whatever languages you speak. Great, just do it. We had a
Órale,
Bulgarian.
hermana.
We have a Bulgarian cop at the tail end of episode 3, for example. I don't know if you knew that.
Didn't know that, and I don't speak any other languages, so English is all you're getting out of me.
That's okay. You speak Shakespearean, so that's good.
Sure.
English and
Oh,
early modern English.
Yes, right. I mean, I took a course in Middle English back in college because I do have an English degree. But do not have me start quoting like Chaucer or
I was
Beowulf or
literally
whatever. Like,
about to be like, bro, do Chaucer.
no, will not. Made a C in that class.
What, you don't
Carmen
speak German?
Carmen Wilson, who plays our chief mate Weathers McQueen and was on just before these two geniuses, says, "Is it me or is Raven, Jessica Cooney's version of Raven, getting more sultry as it goes on? Gets a little more sultry." And for those of you who track this sort of thing, and Susan, maybe this is you because I don't know if you're with us anymore, but there's a slight love thing there between Lonnie Guyver and that slight at the beginning. Then you learn more and more about it. And there's an Easter egg line in episode 4 between Raven and Lonnie Guyver because they have a thing going on.
Hot. Do I need to bounce so that we can get Jessica
No,
in?
she should still be able to come on. She says that I keep hitting invite. She says that it's just IG's just being weird.
Okay.
So, is there anything in episode? Oh, I wanted to say we had a chance to talk about Andrew's character's arc a little bit. If you haven't yet and you want to hear some highlight Sean, the tail end, I think it's the last scene in episode 2, the end of, yeah, when scene 3 of episode 2 is, so it's the two of them basically, stuff happens, but all the things that Sean says about that frame, what happened the night before, are freaking hilarious. If I may say, I saw the bottoms of his feet. To paraphrase, to heavily paraphrase. So funny.
I don't
Oh
even
my
know what I'm
god.
saying half the time. Like, I wish I could sit here and tell you, oh, I planned some of these things out and I have a kind of a pathway into the things I want to say. No, I am freestyling. This is basically a rap battle in New York City and I'm just coming off the top of the dome with this
Yes,
stuff.
Dre.
So,
Both of you are like that. Both of you are like that.
yeah, it's better that way. I don't want to know what I'm going to say. I want to
Yep.
just be the character and just be like, I'm reacting as the character. And I don't know what I'm going to say next right now. As
Yep.
Sean, I don't know what
And
I'm
I'm
going to say.
not going to filter what comes out of my mouth.
Nope. Why
So
would you do
great.
that?
And so I often don't know what I'm going to say until I hear myself. And so people are like, "Why do you repeat yourself?" I'm like, "Because I didn't know I was saying that, and then I had to say it again to make sure I understood what I meant.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I meant."
Was that me? Was that who said that? Was it
I'm
me?
just agreeing with whoever said that and trying to sort it out. Oh wait, I don't
Yeah,
know.
sometimes you got to come around again because they didn't catch it the first time. You got to make sure you drive that point. Just drive the stake right into the sternum. Just,
Exactly. Did everybody get that? No? Okay, let me repeat myself.
That's
It's
right.
not even did everybody else get that. It's like, wait,
Did I get that?
I get,
Do you, do you guys ever surprise yourself with the stuff you say? Like you're
Oh
saying it,
yes.
and then you're like, as you're saying, you go, "Oh, like I can't believe I did that." But you still got to keep going because you're not done yet.
It's the words are coming out of your mouth and you're like, no, 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 come back. Oh, it's too gone. It's already
Yeah,
out.
it's in the universe. It's in the universe. Got to deal with what is. It's not Schrodinger's verbiage. It doesn't exist at the same time as not and is. So it's just out.
yep. And the minute you try to analyze that Schrodinger's cat talk, it's gone. It's gone.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at me dropping a Schrodinger's cat reference right in the middle of a live stream.
And us picking it up.
Physics, bitch.
Right. What
It's
up? What up?
appropriate
Neil
for
deGrasse
sci-fi.
Tyson up in this mug.
It's appropriate for sci-fi.
It is. And I guess it's appropriate because people tell me I sound like Neil deGrasse Tyson. So,
Oh yeah,
my,
you got that vibe. Yeah, I
oh,
hear that.
yeah,
You're
yes.
funnier.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you are
he's
funny.
richer. He's richer. So, I mean, I'd rather be boring and rich than really super funny and just sitting in this janky ass studio that I'm in right now.
Well, then say all the things that he says, but on TikTok for money.
You know, you know, you
I
know.
I'm trying again to invite Jessica just in case, but it's not working. I keep hitting the invite button. I invited, it's not working. Well, Jessica's amazing, and if she was able to be here, she would be here. And Farah Haydar was supposed to join us now, but her kid's schedule got changed. Farah Haydar plays Lonnie Guyver, and Jessica plays Raven, the ship's
Children.
intelligence system. So, oh my gosh, it's almost time. Any beautiful, final, exciting thoughts that you want to share?
I like bacon.
Yo, me
Wait,
too.
you asked me. Wait, that was from my heart,
Yeah, yeah. And now I'm understanding why in every pub scene you have something with bacon in it.
girl. You gotta rock with me. You gotta sync up. Come on now. Let's get this Wi-Fi going. Let's get the Wi-Fi going. Okay. You don't need a password. This shit's open.
I would just love to like like be at Star Wars land with the two of you. That's all. That's all I have to say.
You would not like that.
Yum, yum.
Only if I had enough money to do all the things I want to do. That's the only way, because otherwise I'd just be mad.
So let's
This
pretend we do that. I mean, that is not true, but since this is all fantasy anyway, wouldn't
I
that be
just
fun?
this last year, I got to go to Disneyland and get on the Smuggler's Run ride, and for the first time, I was with all adults who were all my friends, and so for the first time, I was able to say, "Is it okay if I'm one of the pilots, please?" And everyone was like, "Buddy, yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, she does." Ariel has photos. I was so excited because I have been on that ride like a dozen times, and every time there's some fucking kid who's like, "I'm gonna fly the Millennium Falcon," and I'm like,
Get a job. Get a
"You
job,
weren't
and
even
then
a
you can fly.
sperm when I saw the Millennium Falcon. You fucking all right."
You
Jessica
know,
Cooney suggests a group trip.
I'm
Wouldn't that
down.
be fun?
In
That would be so much fun.
I'm down, man.
in
Let's go.
Oh,
L.A.,
you know what?
Orlando, wherever.
We're doing a Indiegogo for season 2, just to help offset costs ahead of time instead of behind time, which is how we're doing it right now. Um, and we can put that as a super stretch goal. Cast trip to, not that anyone would do that, but we can put it on there as a fantasy. But speaking of making the chirp possible, we have merch. We have sponsorship
Merch.
opportunities. We have Patreon opportunities that are not very expensive. And all the money that we get from that goes directly to our actors. Just saying. Just saying.
It does. It actually does.
It does. We use that money for noble things like extra bacon.
But to be, I like, because been a tiny pot of money, I have to pay people one at a time. And it's very stretched out. It's very stretched out. So
Just like
And genuinely, if you are one of the 5 people watching this right now,
yeah,
and you are not actively involved, we will happily accept any
yeah.
contribution.
And if you're
all
a
of them.
Patreon, you get all kinds of extra cool stuff. So
Yeah. We'll do
Like always
cameos for
being
you.
dumb.
Ooh, we should do cameos.
you know, one of the things we tell people is that we'll do a shout out, and then for another one, in the credits, like at the first credit, and it could be like whatever they want. So if they want Skip Tanner to be like, "Hey, shouting out to my birthday goddess, so and so, da 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 da. I'll see you on the beaches of Othari planet." Whatever, we can do that.
Oh,
And
Oh,
then
we're
one of
taking
them is like, I
eighth
think like,
author Ariel to Otharia, are we?
Oh my God. I would absolutely love to talk to someone that's Jason Mox. I would give them the full Jason Mox treatment every single time. It would be fan freaking tastic. The end. Cut it off. We're done. Cut it off. Cut it off. Why are we still talking? We're done.
all right, you beautiful people. What are your final thoughts? I want to say thank you. There's been, over the course of this hour, a lot of people on and different people at different times. And I just want to thank everybody. And I want to thank the brilliant cast for joining us. And hope everybody tunes in tomorrow for episode 4. And what about you two? Is there any things that you want to say about episode 4 or yourselves or your character?
Take it, dude.
Listen to us talk into microphones with each other and make you laugh and have gleeful thoughts and stuff.
It is a pretty gleeful show. Oh, and someone has just joined us. So sorry that we're about to sign off, but I think I can post the replay if you want to skim through and listen to these. Everybody who's been on today be silly and amazing. The
Amazing.
show, episode 4, drops tomorrow on pretty much every platform.
All of them. Thank you, Holly.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, Holly, for putting all of this together. Please listen to our show. It's so stupid and so delightful. And
It's
it'll give you a smile. And the world is stupid, and so is our show.
yes,
But
agreed.
our show is fun, stupid.
Sweet. It's sweet, but also it has some positive subliminal messaging because, like, basically everybody's working on making clean air and clean water for everyone.
What?
I think Michael's a boss man. I don't typically listen to things that I'm in. I just find it weird to hear myself, except for the mysterious chirp.
Yeah, likewise. 100% likewise. I don't listen to the books that I narrate. I listen to the mysterious chirp.
True that.
Everybody's great. All right, darlings.
It's delightful.
It helps chase away the dark shadows a little bit, I think.
Baby girl, It is sugar in a land full of splendor.
And there you have it, folks.
And scene. My husband said, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's Sean. Sean." All right, darlings. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Mwah. Thank you all.
All right, y'all take care.
Ciao.
You too, bud.
Bye.
Bye.